to me today. It's been very much a roller coaster year for Girls Aloud. First of all, can I ask you collectively, as a band, how do you feel you've dealt with particularly the more challenging events of this year?
I think we're lucky in a way and unlucky in a way, because since we've started, we've always been up against something. Like our tour manager died in our first 2 weeks of being together, and things have just been really, really hard, and this is just really another thing that we've had to get over and make ourselves stronger together as a band and as individuals.
And do you feel, particularly with Cheryl's recent conviction, has that put a strain on friendship or the partnership of the band, or quite the opposite?
Quite the opposite. I think it's definitely made us stronger. It hasn't put a strain on our friendship whatsoever. No. It's just made us pull together even more. We've all gone through the whole experience together, and it just does make you, better friends.
And you're very supportive of each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheryl, obviously you feel that you've had the support of the band. How have you coped with the fact that you have been convicted of assault, and for a role model like yourself, that's the last thing that you should have done?
Definitely. I mean, I've always said I am so sorry to the other 4 girls and to my fans, to my family, my friends. I am sorry it ever happened, really.
You accept that you did wrong by punching the woman?
I wished I would have walked away, yeah.
You're serving community service now. How's that going? How are you dealing with that?
Yeah, I started community service last week, and I mean, like I've said before, I'm prepared to take whatever they give to me, because at the end of the day I was convicted. I'm prepared to accept that and do whatever they'd like us to do. And
you fully accept, for example, that the judge called it a drunken piece of violence. You fully accept that that's what happened, and that you did wrong by that? I accept that. Yeah, I was drinking on the night that it happened. I've never disputed that fact. I've said that right from the start, and I was drunk, but the two things weren't related. Do you feel bad or ashamed that you have called into question your status as a pop star, as a role model for millions of children? I think, to be honest with you, I think any one of us could have been in that situation. It was just the wrong place, the wrong time, and I regret that. I regret I ever stepped foot out the door that night now.
But the support from the fans has been unbelievable. So we just kind of think hopefully they'll take it as an example and learn from it, rather than...
You do feel that you've learned lessons?
Oh my God, yes.
All of us have. It's just one of them things that really has brought us closer together and just made us more, aware and things just about day-to-day life, really.
Yeah, we've learned a hell of a lot. And
at the end of the day, everyone deserves a second chance.
Cheryl, what was the worst thing about the whole experience?
I think the most hateful thing was to be branded a racist, for almost a year.
And you, of course, were cleared of any racist behaviour.
Yeah, I mean, the jury, it was unanimous on the racism, but that was the hardest part for me to go through, was to think people actually could believe that, and I was branded a racist for the past 9 months, so that was probably the hardest. And hateful things have been said, like I was arrogant and I was a bully and nonsense, things like that. They really hurt.
Clearly you dispute that you were a racist, and that was, make it quite clear, you were cleared of any racism. What about the arrogant and the bullying claims? What do you say to them?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, as long as my true friends, the girls, my fans and my family all know me and know what I'm like.
Yeah. It's hard for us to hear people say that about her, to be honest, when we know what she is like and what kind of a person she is. And when people are saying that, it's like you think,
who are you talking about?
No idea, that's not the person that we know, and it's hard.
Did you ever think you might lose her from the band?
No.
It was never in question whether she should stay in the band or not. We were all just there for her from the very beginning, and we just didn't even consider it. There was no way we were letting her go.
Never going, no way.
Well, you're now looking more positively to the future, and you have your new single out. Tell me about that.
The new single is called Jump, and it's out on November 17th.
Yeah.
And it's for a soundtrack to the film Love Actually, which is also out in November. And we're just really excited that we've had the opportunity to do it, really.
Have you seen the film?
Yes.
We have, yeah. It's
really
brilliant.
Good.
Hugh Grant at his best, I think, again.
You're all Hugh Grant fans.
Yeah.
Now, how do you think the single's going to be going to do? Because this is a cover version of the Pointer Sisters single, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whenever you release a single, I think it's really hard to sort of have any expectations about where it's going to chart, but it's just really exciting that it is involved in the film and that we've been asked to do it, and it's just a brilliant opportunity for us, so we're just going to enjoy it and see what happens, but hopefully it'll do well.
Do you think it'll do well?
Hopefully.
We hope so.
I mean, on the back of a Hugh Grant film.
And it was
nervous.
already a big song anyway. I mean, it was a classic. It made it back then, so hopefully we can just pray for the same success.
Yes.
Have you got to meet any of the stars of the movie?
Not yet,
Not
but
so
I think
far.
we're
The
going to
premiere.
Premiere's coming up. So
16th is.
And was it good fun to make the video?
Yeah, it was. This was our most fun video
It was
because
really
it was more of an upbeat song and having a laugh kind of a thing
nice
rather
to show
than
us in a
serious.
different light, I think, because the last 3 of our songs were a little bit
Quite
more
sultry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we wanted
had
to
a bit more
just jump
fun.
around on the bed and make ourselves look stupid for a change.
Is there any chance this will be a Christmas number one?
If it stays there for 5 years.
We're not releasing for Christmas, but
Give someone else a
Who
chance
knows,
this
yeah.
year.
We've got our memories from last Christmas.
Yeah.
So, final question. When you look to the future, what do you see for all of you girls as a band and individually?
Just hopefully carry on in the same vein as we've been going, having as much fun as we've been having and so much going on and like our timetable and stuff. It's just been all exciting things and hopefully it just stays the same.
Just to be happy, I think that's the main thing. Just as long as you're happy as a person, then
You'll be
everything
alright.
else comes around that.
Do you have a personal message for fans who
Yeah,
may have been following?
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you because I have had unbelievable support, and I can't thank them enough for the letters and their presence and everything that they did. And also, I'd like to say sorry it ever happened.
Do you feel you've learned something about yourself?
I've learned an awful lot about myself.
Things you don't like, things you like.
Just lessons to be learned. You just progress from them, don't you? You just take the lesson on board and use it to your advantage.
But you won't be drinking quite so much in nightclubs.
I will be going nightclubbing, yeah.
Girls, thank you very much.
Thank
you. Thank you.
I'd like to see this movie actually because I've seen the trails and it just looks brilliant. But do you want them chatting to each other?
Right, Tone, I might cut into your shot now.
I can't see it on the back.
What? Going away well. Could do a shoot. I think you're on. Oh my god. I would have told you, but.
Oh. No. Have you got rocket?
You look lovely. I'm teasing. Comprehensively beaten the boys' band out of sight then, haven't you? Excellent. Girl power.
Girls on the top for a change.
Boys are
Slightly
teasing.
lean this way, that's cool.
I was just enjoying
And if you could slightly lean that way, that's great.
Well, that's true. They reckon because you know girls have 2 X chromosomes and boys are an X and a Y. They reckon we all use sort of a mutated sperm which broke a leg off its X and became a Y.
Just because you're girls, it'd be so much
Why just be
Yeah, but you lot
girls?
admit
Just
it.
reproducing.
Who do you have to blame?
Goes round and around into the overflow, where the girls get down to the sound of the radio, out to the electric night, where the bass line jumps in a backstreet light. The beat goes around and round. It's the sound of the sound of the underground.
Where did I go on that? I was like,
it's just in your head.
That's why we use ECM.
Okay.
Got 5 on me.
Should we go for
4,
another?
3. Ready? 2, 3. It's the sound of the underground. The beat of the drum goes round and around into the overflow, where the girls get down to the sound of the radio, out to the electric night, where the bass line jumps in the backstreet light. The beat goes around and round. It's the sound of the sound of the underground.
Now we